Peace. The Earth is the galaxy. It's like a disk. And outside of that, or within that galaxy, there's a firmament that holds the stars. The firmament is what holds in the corporeal world and the atmospheric world. So upon transitioning, the energy, which is the self, goes into the higher density, which is everything outside of your 300 and 700 nanometers of touch, smell, taste, and all of that you are currently used to right now. Now, above that is Etheria, my Nagas. You have the etheric gene. That's your natural birth home. It's for everyone, but for you, it's immediate. It shows and proves through your molecular structure on how you choose to and chose to incarnate yourself here. Everybody talks about reincarnation. Now, the only thing with reincarnation is this. On a world, beings only are becoming professional reincarnators due to the fact that they just want to siphon energy off of newborn babies and grow into their life and basically lock down the actual being and keep it dormant within his own body. And basically just live. And they do this from person to person and acquire information. And this is shown also in their hands as well, the Book of Life. Chosen ones, there are some beings, depending on where you're born at, these reincarnated beings, they want to have you in a hospital or the hospice. Your children, this is where all these beings are at. They just circling around, people dying and they coming back, and all they got to do is go from the morgue to the birthing room, and boom, they got another body. You know what I mean? The time is up for that. Time is up for that. Now, when I say you've been to Etheria, that means it's just like Star Trek. You got a chance to leave your planet. Your gene had a chance to leave its planet and go to another, or its plane, which is its galaxy. Because they mixed us up. They mixed us up with the information. You know, the galaxy is a group of stars, and the stars is where the planets revolve around, which is the global structure of the actual place where beings live at on the outside instead of the inside of the globe or the sphere. You know, they say all these different things where it goes around it's the whole galaxy with 66,000 miles an hour and shit like that. You know, they'll say these things. And you have beings like Malachi York that'll say you came from a galaxy, but then you mix it in the solar system, and it won't be like the same as the Etheria of the Copernicus model. Now, the corporeal model is what we see, we only see from the eye level of the observer, that the water is always level at that point. The angels who are living in the higher densities within that world, that transition, before they can graduate from that plane of existence, they have to study the actual molecular structure of the plane or the world that they're on, the animals and the different genetic makeups, because they're basically studying Hawaii. But some fail to do that. What they want to do is rule mortals upon their transitioning so that they can be subservient slaves to them in their heavenly kingdoms. But you, my Naga, the chosen one, came from Etheria. You have ancestors and celestials in Etheria, which is, you have different everything, music, vibe, different atmospherians. They haven't got off Earth yet, so they have different kind of music. So they don't have the soul. The soul is where you meet in Etheria, where you get close to the Most High. Like boom, like okay, boom, we all got this rhythm. We know the rhythms. We can find the rhythm that you jump into, the rhythm you jump into. It's all these different things. That's when you have that soul, the spirit and soul. That's combined. Some just have a spirit. They still got to learn and graduate to get the soul. So, however, my Nagas, the Etherians or the Etheria is your natural birth home. And as the Earth travels upon its journey within the cosmic galaxies, the galaxy, and also its neighboring planes, it becomes more mature. It goes through a cycle of seasons as well. There's a time for vegetation, time for man to be, time for man not to be. And that's when the spirits only get to stay there. The earth recycles and renews itself. This is how they give you the science, because they came up on texts and books, you know, after the wars that transpired. This is how they conquered you, through magic. It was very strategic, but it was allowed by the Creator and by the God which is on the third heaven, the ones who's responsible for getting you off of the plane and teaching you.
Hey, Karma.
This is a school, an incubating school for man and mankind now, because mankind was made from, you know, the original source, their original man at that time in the cycle. You have different woolly hair. You're different. You pull things in. You pull the information. Your hair grow up to the sky. It grows up, not down. You're not from the plane. You actually have a gene that has traveled the cosmos for millions and millions of light years. Very old species. This is why you feel like this is why you have this information that's downloaded into you right now, especially with certain times that you need it and certain experiences that you need to go through. The God that was in control knew exactly. This is dealing with, you know, high science and metaphysics. That's where you really start to begin to live. It's in that area. But in the first and second heaven, when they get taken over by false gods and false Christs, this is what hindered your spiritual growth, which is your light body growth while in the flesh. There are some worlds who never had that problem. However, this is one that we are faced with now. So when you're dealing with that, there's a couple of that. And sometimes in that situation, the flies are gonna be like, it's crazy. You know, they was grafted from the bee and a couple other life forms, you know what I mean? Just like the roach grafted from the beetle. You know, these are just little informations, you know. Trying to send and try to dig in on, see how Hawa does the daggone thing. How the Creator does what it do. They're amazed when they see you, my Naga. They're amazed, especially when you're a chosen one too. Oh my gosh, and you chose to do the work, you know. Born again. Like, you definitely gotta do celibacy for a season. You can't not talk nothing no more without doing that now. You can't. You gotta eat right and exact, man. If you really trying to do the goddamn thing and enhance your abilities. If not, then, you know, hey, you just talking like everybody else, you know, and that's cool. You know, we get information, you might get downloads too. But anyhow, though, the etheric gene that you have allows you to reach up higher into the cosmos, outside of the Earth's atmosphere, which is only this Earth's and its spirits, in its heavens. You outside of Earth this is how these Earthlings, you know, they really have gotten you really give them information, lenses and things to learn and see, you know, Hawa's creation just from the point of where they're at now, the point of origin of where they're at now. But they can never make it there without the permission of the higher exalted angels. And that was basically said in the Quran. But, you know, the Quran was supposedly inspired and influenced by the angel Jibril, who went against the angel Luamong, the false Christ. They were cool at first, but Jibril didn't get his promise, so Jibril had to take it. And he took the kingdom, and he knew what to write. And that's when he brought in the science of Allah. But how the original man always finds a way to master these things and turn them into his plus, which is like, oh, Allah, arm, leg, on head now. Da-da-da. You know, it don't mean that, but it's like, bang, the acronym for the whole body. You know what I'm saying? We know the torso, what it do, but we ain't gotta get that intricate, but that's just how it is. Yeah, so anyhow, you know, etheric music, you know, they're talked about as having the actual light ships. You know, Atmospheria, they have light ships too, as above, so below. It's a kingdom too that they have. But the Most High has a kingdom which is outside. It's like Star Trek. They get distress calls and they go to different parts of the plane and through the light years, you know what I mean? But they'll say that it's through a vacuum, you know. But they'll just travel to different areas of the plane on the board, like, because all dimensions exist on this point. And if you was living on a ball, life always been shown to be existing on the inside of the sphere, rather the outside, you know. So they have made us think that we lived on the outside, and they just did a lot of little lies. Now it's coming to Now their demise is coming. And it's like, what's bad is good, what's good is bad for each. So you just got to choose up on your side. The only neutral point is what Hawa allows. So, and that is the breath of the Creator. Goes through everything. So yeah, while you're on Earth, you know, you basically are supposed to learn. Your gene did this already. That's how you have nobility. That's how you know what's right and what's wrong. Like, yeah, I don't agree with that. Boom, boom, boom. You really catch on quicker than most species because you already travel different planes. It's not that you have like a lot of light years. Your genetic codes is already programmed, though. So the spirit that's feeling that, them genetics is like already designed to be that. Like it's from that tree. You know, you are the light. You are a light being. That means you made it outside. Your gene has made it outside of its world and went to other worlds and started helping other beings within the arc cycle of the Earth's travel within the arc cycle, arc cycles. So yeah, man, you know, that's a beautiful thing, man. So, you know, with that being said, I don't want to hold up too long because we're right here at the knowledge mark. The knowledge. Born. Ooh, that's 12. That means knowledge, wisdom, which is love. Knowing the Creator's wisdom to get the supreme understanding. The wisdom is made manifest from the knowledge of the Creator, which is unseen, but is also seen and heard everywhere at the same time, but at different points. Hey, I love y'all. That being said, peace.